Hi, friend. I knew you would call back. Do you want to touch on one more thing? Is there something you want to close out with that you feel is really important for listeners to fully understand?
Well, you have a group of women who are also here that support the men being here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're friends. These men were locked up with their men and boyfriends and the father of their children and husbands in the men's institution. From what I understand, most of these people are from SMYR, meaning like special needs, and they needed some type of protective custody because they were hard to house to begin with. And that's the real issue, I believe, behind them being here. They could no longer be housed safely in a men's institution, not because of sexual violence or assault. It was just because they ran out of prison places to be. They were having a hard time being locked up with mainline general population male inmates.
So this, you know what this goes back to?
Go ahead.
This is so crazy because this is not our fault. What happened is there was a forced integration. They combined the men's yards. They put the special needs, you know, the keepaways, the dropouts, the rats. They put them all together with the men on the main line, and they couldn't hang. So the women were dumped with the leftovers that were unable to be housed anywhere safely. So they created this program, and it's now a dumping ground. And the women are now responsible for CDCR not being able to do their job of keeping everybody safe.
Exactly. So I told the OIG that when I interviewed with them recently, that this is not the place for them. Like, I understand that they need a refuge, you know, but this is not the place to men as a refuge to people who couldn't make it in the men's institution.
Right, because women's prison is not men's PC overflow.
They need a third option where they could be safe, where they could be secure, where they could be protected, where they can program, where they can have access to good mental health services, and there's certain needs that they want to be told. Like, they need a place where they cater to their needs. Now, the fact that they only fight for that third option, like they fought to get in here, tells me that the real reason they're going to be here to carry out whatever nefarious agendas and plans that they have, sexual desires that they have within themselves, because they can.
Right.
And there's women here that engage with them. There are women here that help protect them. There are women here that will fight another woman behind wanting a relationship or wanting to protect or wanting to keep the men here. So you have women that are divided over this whole issue right here in the institution, where they used to be friends or they're family members, but they're divided because one side feels like they're predators and they don't belong here, and the other side wants to also cater to the needs of the men and go against other women to keep the men here. So that is another issue that we're dealing with. I have women start to come up to me and harass me behind the men now. At first it was just the men doing their own dirty work. But now they have recruited women that have their backs to also harass me.
Because that's where the biggest weakness is. That division, I was just telling them when we were waiting for you to call back, that the division amongst the ranks is what's going to really be the death blow if we don't come together shoulder to shoulder. Like, women out here have to use this as an example. But we all know that there's a lot of unwell people inside that are completely dependent on the validation through a relationship with a man. It's almost impossible for certain people to live without it. I know it was hard for me for many years. I couldn't exist without a man.
Right.
And then you put somebody who hasn't healed from any traumas in a situation like this, and this is exactly what any normal person would expect to happen, you know?
Well, it's like the woman that got pregnant by the man who beat the baby from her womb, and they buried it in the yard.
Right.
Then she got pregnant again, and he tried to beat that baby out of the womb. He knew that woman was crooked. He knew what her controlling crime was. He knew what type of pattern of behavior she may have. He studied her.
And that person is prioritized over all. That person is like running the whole institution.
Exactly. From access.
Right. Right.
So they know that women were going to allow men to coexist in here and cater to their needs and be in relationships with them and be in partnerships with them and be in cahoots with them. They knew that.
Oh, yeah.
All a setup to failure.
Absolutely. Because once it's finished in there, they're going to try and start normalizing all this ultimate prioritization of predators in the free world. That's what's coming, just with all these pedo, pro-pedo, all this stuff.
A lot of experimentation happens in prison, especially female prisoners, because it's contracting and it's a very independent eye. Nobody really knows what's going on here. A lot of things happen to us here. We're treated as guinea pigs, or in different pilot programs and trials, because they want to see how this would look out in the free world. How would this look in society? How would this look in a marginalized community? Can we interact with there? This type of programs there. Can we make everything intersect in gatherings, in schools, in gyms, in sports teams? They want to see how does it play out here first so that they can continue to convince people using guilt and the guise of civil rights to get them to embrace and accept this in larger society.
And it's just...
Well, was there any questions, Stephanie?
Yeah, let's see. Let me jump in there. Are the women who felt victimized by mail transfers in communication with each other? Is there a way to send them commissary letters and gifts? I'll put your information in the comments and then with directions on how to send you funding. Somebody asked about a hunger strike.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know how I feel about that. That would be amazing. But there's a real problem with getting women to do stuff collectively.
Yeah.
They're so scared of that word.
You would never get the cooperation of enough women here
right.
to engage in a hunger strike.
I used to ask if we could do a hunger strike on Friday nights. Can we just do it on a surimi pasta night? Can we just do it on, the worst dinner? Can we just do that? What? No, we cannot.
No.
We cannot. But what if we were to...
There's a variety of reasons why that wouldn't work. But no, I wish that would work, but it won't.
And what if we rebranded it and had it like a fast? You think if it was a different terminology, people might be more into it, possibly go for it? Probably not, huh?
No. The flesh is weak. You know what I'm saying? Especially in here.
Yeah.
Like canteen. That's what we call it. That's how we get our food. That's the food that we eat. Canteen in the kitchen. A lot of people have addictions and they're heavily dependent upon food as a comfort.
Yeah.
So there's so much brokenness here that food is actually an alleviation of pain for people. So and people are afraid that, they're going to lose something. If I don't go and buy stockpile these waters or these tunas
or this toilet paper,
they may not be available next month, or they may grow up because inflation is ridiculous in here. It's like $8 is a change for a small tube of honey, so $6.55 for mayonnaise. So people are like, let's stockpile on these things because tomorrow there'll be $2 more. Right. So it's just a variety of reasons why fast or hunger strikes just won't work. It is just not, this community and the environment and the way that it's set up is not conducive to that.
Let me see what else we got going on. This is a nightmare on the outside. The nightmare on the outside is follow these women inside. See how it plays out there, and refine how to enact it in society at large. Let me see. Oh, we got to get Tomiekia out of there. Oh, they want to know more about the upcoming event. I'll share some information about what's going on Tuesday in the recap of this phone call. They're interested in like some online action, like some action, because there's people who are, from around the world who are interested in helping. We can plan.
Well, you know what I say? People can bring us ideas. Like, we've kind of done everything that we know to do, and we're super creative, and we think out of the box a lot. But we're only a few people.
Right.
And we actually need fresh ideas from other people. Like, I would love to see somebody get on my GTL, link with me, and say, hey, Cynthia, what do you think about this idea? What do you think about that? Like, I had one person, it was for my freedom, create this, what he called a ZAP, where he got about 40 people together, and they made phone calls, and they wrote letters, and they sent emails, all in a small space of time, like in a 3-day period, and they just inundated different prison officials with a demand for my early parole that I'm eligible for, that I fit the criteria for, that I should have been going home on a commutation signed by Governor Newsom a long time ago.
Right.
So he put that together, and it was effective because I saw some change, and I saw some conversations develop with staff that I hadn't had before, and I saw movement. So something like that is a good idea, but anything fresh that we haven't done already, people are more than welcome to link up with me on GTL, connectnetwork.com, gettingout.com. Amie, you can show them how to link with me.
I'll put all that information in the...
Bring me some ideas. If we can work together. I love collaborating with different people, different organizations. I work with Care Not Cages, sometimes Sisters in Solidarity, Woman to Woman, different organizations all the time. I'm open to working with anybody as long as they're respectful of us, the women, and what we're here for. We know that there's a ton of different issues in the institution with different people, different problems. But we only can take one step at a time. So it's like, let us have our moment to try to rectify this problem that women are having, and then we'll be better for other moments to help other people.
Right.
So when we're coming in, we can't be inundated with too many different issues because this is the space for us, it's for our opportunity and for our specific pain and suffering.
Right, and I have to prioritize this. I can't think about nothing else but this.
I'm willing to work with them.
This is my hell. I can't even focus on any other issues until this stops.
I've already died on it, got resurrected, and I'm about to die on it again.
For real, like I will just keep plunging that sword into the center of me because I can't. I don't see. I can't see anything but this. I can't even.
All praise.
Well, friend, you had over 32 people listening for this whole time, so that's a good number. I'm gonna recap for everybody, and I'll give them your contact information, and I'll show people how they can get in touch directly with you through GTL, because I think that would be some good brain food for you. I love you. Why don't you give me a call tonight, because it's about to get really crazy schedule-wise. So give me a call tonight, and I'll tell you how the recap is, and I'll send you some screenshots, okay?
Be brief, baby. All right. All right to the Most High.
I love you, friend.